I am Ahmed Manjang, a native of Gunjur, southernmost part of the Gambia. My organization is involved in quite few things, but mainly geared towards environmental conservation. But now we want to link this with ecotourism so that the locals can benefit directly towards the tourism development of this country, but at the same time preserving their environment and also the ecosystem. Well, I will say we are a unique settlement. Here is Gunjur, as I say, the southernmost part of Gambia. We've been unique in the sense that even when the Europeans come to colonize Gambia, we resisted because we want to preserve our culture and our way of life. You know, we suffered a lot for it. We have to cede certain part of our region to the Europeans so that they can leave us alone, and that's what happened. So we have in our culture, conservation is very, very important. We have sacred forests, which they say if you cut a tree here in the night, the devils will come and beat you up. But it's all a trick of striking fear into the locals so they can leave that particular area alone. There are no-go areas. You can go in there, get your firewood for the cooking, and also woods for building houses. But again, when our needs continue to grow, the people of this community went into agroforestry, whereby we start planting trees. If you take a drone picture of Gunjur and compare it to any settlement in the Gambia, you will see that we have more trees. Even in the center, you can see more trees, and we continue to plant. So I grew up planting trees. I grew up loving the environment, and that's for everybody in this community. So if you see the tree planting now went viral in the Gambia, is because of the work we've been doing. And our concept, one man, one tree, its origin is from Gunjur. The minister has been here. He said, you know what, we have to make this a national issue, and it is going. Again, we've been, there is another group called Gunjur Conservation Group. We have been conserving these turtles. They are working on them for 10 years, and in the background, you know, without expecting nothing, just because they love to conserve the nature. And I think it's about time we link all these things up. And as you can see, this environment, this guy both is working in England. I'm older than him, far older than him, but he have this concept. You know what? Our forest cover is disappearing, and the estate agents are coming and they are bulldozing in it. I'm going to buy this place and develop it at one own pace. You can see still work in progress. It's been 18 years. But at least these kind of trees outside this eco-lodge, to find them is very, very difficult. And this tree, which is called tabo in our local language, have a lot of medicinal and cultural values. So we see, okay, why not take this kind of product, link it with the conservation tourism and also the ecotourism, and put them all together and sell Gunjur to the whole world. That's what brings this idea. We have the first community-based national protected wildlife park in the Gambia, the first one. It's been 10 years ago. It's gazetted. It's called the Gunjur Velomfenyo Community Forest. You know, if we start having this story, they will be having nature work there. They have crocodiles there, and there is a pond there which water run through, and is fantastic for bird watching and also monkeys and all the wildlife. And we are trying to speak to families. In fact, just a couple of years ago, another community decided to preserve one of the local forests, which also have a lot of historical a connection to it, because this is one of the forests where the general, when we are fighting the Europeans, that's where some of their generals used to go and hide. And again, these forests, they say there are devils there and all that, you don't cut anything. So people will go there, find food, find firewood, but nobody dare to touch. So it's still here, but now officially it's a protected community forest. And also there are a few more here. You will not find it anywhere in the Gambia, where these are all community initiative. And also places like this is not the first of its kind. There are others here, and we have Gunjurian who actually own forests. You know, we have a retired veterinary surgeon who, you know, decided to preserve one of their family ancestral lands to make it a community forest. So there are a lot of things we can provide, not only to the tourists but to students, because this is a beautiful area to study the ecology, the environment, and also if you are interested in total conservation as a student, you know, we can provide all this, you know, and a lot more. Yeah, we are committed, resilient, and one of the most educated also, both conventional and Islamic education in the whole country. That's not an exaggeration. We value education, and we also love our culture, but also one of the most accommodating communities in the Gambia, I can say, because Gunjur, when you hear Gunjur anywhere in West Africa, they will relate us with the Islamic religion. But because of our tolerance, we have a Catholic community here for centuries. They are living side by side with us. They have their own schools, they have their own communities. And you know how Christmas is celebrated here. They celebrated their Christmas with us. And even somebody was asking, you know, about alcohol. This is one area you can ask alcohol, and they will direct you to there and go and have your whatever. They are respected, their culture is respected. So this is the beauty of Gunjur. That's why anybody, including the European that have been coming here, we have a community relationship with the Gunjur Mobile Link since 1986. Not only for tourists who want to see the culture of the Gambia, but for also international students who want to come and immerse themselves in this conservative effort, while, you know, their knowledge also will be transferred to the locals. I have to admit, it's a poor community. You know that most people in this community live in less than a dollar a day. So this is a good opportunity for them also to get involved in tourism while, you know, preserving the environment and all that. Yeah, we can offer empathy, we can offer warmth. You know, we are color-blinded, I can say. You know, Gunjur, we are color-blinded. We work with all kinds of cultures, you know, so this is something we are used to. All you have to do is to buy a kola nut, go to your house that I want to a place to live and where to farm with my family, they will give it to you. So when you come to Gunjur, we will give you that warmth, we will give you that accommodation, and there are also something to do every day. There is no boring moment. If you want to work, we will create you an avenue to work. If you want to party, you will party. And while immersing yourself in culture, because it's a big settlement, you know that every day there is a naming ceremony or wedding. And these events, you know, is completely different from what you are used to in the West or the or North Europe or Western Europe. You know, I'm not saying our side is better, but this is a new experience which I have no doubt, because I've been working with Europeans and all that who come to here, and I know they love it. It can be a lifetime changing experience. And also working with the communities. You know, you go, I mentioned this in the meeting, Europeans, because of the advancement in technology, you know, they become more and more impatient. You know, not only within meeting themselves with other cultures as well. As I said, in England, if the train is late for a minute and they are been apologized to and said 1 minute, they start complaining. But there is no time on the bus stops here, if there is a bus stop anyway, so when you come to Africa, then it will help you to appreciate your life. And also when you see other peoples in your countries, you will appreciate them without that, if you come yeah, definitely it will be a life-changing experience. We are the hub, we are the epicenter of environmental activism in the Gambia. We are very, very conscious of the threat facing us as a result of global warming, and we are determined to do something about it. And one of the things also, as you know, the green turtles, these are internationally endangered species. And Gambia happened to be one of their favorite nesting places, and Gunjur especially, like this year is one of the most successful year for us. They collected over 4,000 eggs, and already we released 300 plus, which My Gambia witnessed, and we appreciate their presence there. Already we have 58 hatchlings already waiting to be released, and we believe we will do more and more release as these 4,000 eggs start coming out. In fact, we have a rare opportunity this year. We have one of the albino turtles which I've never seen before. But again, if you are here, okay, this nesting season runs from June to September, but it peaks around August and September. So if you are a student or a conservationist and you need a family environment, a quiet environment, like you hear the singing of the birds, like an environment like this, you can come. We will give you the first-hand experience of this turtle conservation with real people with good knowledge who have been professionally trained, and they are committed. Not for the gain, because they are not gaining anything out of it. So this is in fact one area we think if we can start having volunteers, it will enhance their knowledge, but also it probably bring some little bit proceeds that they can use to help school their kids. And also during the rainy season, we are involved in tree planting exercise, not only in Gunjur but across the country. Now we are authority in tree planting. People consult us. What can we do? We want to start this year. We don't only offer advice, but we go to them, and help them plant these trees, and also advise them how they can make them, they can improve their chances of survival. So if you are in Gunjur, you will be involved in this, restoring the already depleted forest cover, and also there are a lot of educational activities you can go help, or witness the challenging conditions, our teachers help. And also there are other activities like nature walks. We still have untouched our forest covers, which is loaded with all kind of nature you can watch and observe. In fact, I've been out of the country for 8 years. I've been very active, but we have very, very strong team. As you say, this is 4 different organizations coming together, working, and there are still more. There are others who are only interested in, lining the coastline with coconut to slow down the sea erosions. There are others who are only interested in turtle and other conservative efforts, and also there are others who are interested in birds. So these 4 groups, we have the Eco Travel Gambia, which I happen to be a member, and we have the Dalaba Eco Lodge. They are offering us free meeting space, like this is where everything is happening. And also we have the Gunjur Conservation Group. These are the ones working on the total conservation area, and also they are into birds. They are into bird ringings and all that, so you can book your you can book your visit to the Gambia, which will coincide with the arrival of birds coming from Europe and other part of the world, and you can be part of watching which one is from which country and all that. So we have that not only in Gunjur but around with the other surrounding village. We have the Sandeli, we have the snake farm, which is specialized in reptiles. So these are all issues. If you are reptile lovers, these are some of the issues. People can go and volunteer there and all that. So I'm not alone. We have here Eco Travel. We have the local NGO also called Tarot, which are focused on rural development. So we need their expertise and all that. So yeah, I'm not alone. Probably I can say I'm the bottom of the ladder, and these are all experts. I'm a microbiologist by training, but passionate about environment. But all these kids, most of them are fully trained. In fact, the article I share with you is one Omar AJ Sawo. He's the founder, member of Eco Travel Gambia. He's a master's in environmental and all that. He's now currently studying in the US. He put that document together. So I'm not alone, I'm not alone. We have still few more environmental groups, which might be as time goes on, we might incorporate them.
Kuyate musola sirifobe kumala tungora musola sirifobe kumala sakilba musola sirifobe kumala.
Europe taught me a lot of things, and mainly is good. If I am going to Europe, I'm not sure the kind of education I will have. It make me employable. I can look after myself and my family. So I'm very, very grateful to Europe. But I think Europe, they can hold it on their own. Europe can build they already built their countries. I've been to Europe from 97 to 2006. I decided to return when I obtained my master's, and I have 2 years working experience. The money was good. You cannot compare with the Gambia. But I say, if want to see my country, the level of Europe, I need to come and get my hands dirty. And I've been here 2006 up to 2012. I'm an activist as well. I always want to see things do the right way, and also I cannot stand injustice. So I end up having trouble with the former regime. So I decided I have to move for my safety, and also because I'm the breadwinner of the family. So I end up in Saudi Arabia. That's the first opportunity. So I've been in Saudi Arabia since 2012. And as soon as we have this coalition government, I start sending my CVs and all that, but no opportunity until last year during my holiday. But then I already extend my contract. So I wrote to them that, okay, can you defer to this year, so that I can go and properly, resign, and come back. So that's why I'm here again. Some people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Gambia, if we need the Gambia we all want to see, we have to come and contribute, our little quota. That's why I'm here. Yeah, I think with the advance of technology, the world is being compartmentalized, and this as human beings is not good for us. With all these technologies we have, people are not happy, so we need to interact more, we need to visit and appreciate. And generally, if you change your environment, you tend to feel good. And as I said, maybe sometimes you are so accustomed to something, you don't appreciate it much. But maybe if you visit certain people, you see how hard or how they're living, it makes you appreciate. And if human beings generally, if you are appreciative, you tend to be more happy. And also culturally, we need to interact. We can exchange the goods of each culture, and anytime you have people from two different backgrounds, they always learn from each other. So that's why I encourage, especially Europe, to visit Africa. Don't take your stories from the documentary channel. Come and make your own documentary. And who knows, but that's the encourage. There are a lot of African can offer. Of course, we suffered a lot from the colonials and all that, but there are a lot more African can offer, and it's not as gloomy as people make of it. People here, even though they have very little, but generally very happy people. So we want to transmit that to whoever visit us. We are friendly and accommodating, and we want to also share that with the rest of the world.
Baba ini ura